What is up, everyone? It is Penguin Tiber here, back with another video, and today we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of news to go over, and I'm not even joking this time. There's actually been a lot of really almost important, confusing, bewildering. There's been some updates on NitroType, and I do want to take the time today to go over them and try to explain them to you guys the best I can, and sometimes even where I can't, because as I said earlier, some of these updates that we're going to go over today are a bit confusing. Anyways, I do recommend that you guys watch the entire video. I'm going to be spending the entire video talking about all of these updates, and I'll have multiple updates to go through in the video, so make sure you stay to the end, and so you will get all of the new updates on NitroType. Anyways, let's jump right into it. So the first update can actually be found on public profiles. Now, you guys know that if you go to someone's racer profile, you will usually see, their top box right here, and then their garage, and when you scroll down, you'll see their stat. Where'd the stats go? So yeah, NitroType removed the stat box at the bottom of people's profiles. This would normally show things like their race count, the nitros they've used, the money they've earned, their speed, both their average speed and their high speed, which can obviously be found up there. And it also showed things like not their ranking for the season, but the number of races they've done for the season, their accuracy for the season, everything that can be found on your stats page, which I will go check out in a second. All of that has actually been removed from the public profile. And right off the bat, I would like to say that this is kind of a confusing update. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of a good reason for NitroType to do this, which is why I'm not going to provide a reason. I think that if NitroType kind of wants to justify this update, I'm going to let them do it themselves. I don't want to make excuses or anything. I don't think that this was a logical update. There could, I've been wrong in the past, there could be some reason for them removing the stat box in the profile page, but I don't think there's a really good reason. I don't really think there's that good of a reason to remove it, right? It's always nice to be able to go to your friend's account or someone and check out, how many races they're doing, what their accuracy, their speed is, whatever, right? Their season activity. Obviously, because the leaderboards are going to be removed, it kind of negates that a little bit, but it's still useful information that's easier to find just by going to their profile instead of having to use a Discord bot or whatever. So I think that removing it, no, not the smartest idea. I don't know. The second thing that they've actually removed from the profile page is your money amount. And this is actually true for everyone, not just Ace Typer here, I'm using as an example. If you look at someone's profile, you would normally see the amount of cash they have right here. However, as we can all tell, it's not right there. Kind of awkward. So NitroType has also removed the money amount, and just like the stat box at the bottom, I don't exactly see a reason for doing this. Because I don't see a reason for doing this. I thought I would be explaining some of the updates today, but I just, it doesn't make much sense to remove it. I genuinely can't think of a solid reason for NitroType to remove that little stat box right there. Or not the stat box, but the money amount. I guess it's kind of coincidental that it came 2 days after I hit the maximum cash amount, but again, I don't think there's a really good reason for it. I truly don't. There seems I stayed up late last night thinking about this, and I was like, why would NitroType remove that? And I couldn't really come up with a good reason. So again, I'll leave it to NitroType to try and figure out if there's a good reason, but I can't really see one happening. And this whole profile change actually takes into place on your public profile as well. So if you head over to your public profile, you will also see that you can't see any of the other stuff that you should be able to, like obviously the stat box and the money amount. All of that's been removed. The only thing left is obviously the profile views and everything else. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, that also makes me think that it's not a bug. It's just it's a removal for whatever reason. Again, I have no clue why I did this, and it's very confusing, and I don't really see a positive benefit to it. Maybe there is one, but again, I don't know, guys. Now, the second massive update we have today is actually going to be considered with teams. Now, teams are something that's really been called into question recently because the leaderboards are going to be removed. What is the purpose of a team on NitroType in 2021? However, before all of that even happened, they removed the status. Now, NitroType put out this whole update of a status. It's not the most recent update, but it hasn't been around for too long, so it's not like the leaderboards or anything. And the status has kind of been a pivotal part of teams. It's used for team communication, especially for those who might be too young for Discord or might not even know Discord exists, or simply just have no way to communicate. Who simply just have who might just have no way to communicate to their captains or their officers what they need to do for the team, what the team's goals are, what their personal life's like, or whatever, right? I've seen the status being used for my teammates in particular to say, hey, Penguin, I can't race for the next 2 days, just to let you know, right? And that helps me coordinate things on my team. However, NitroType has actually provided a reason for removing the team status feature, as we will look at the updates page, which I added. So October 28th, remove the team status feature from teams. This feature was, and get ready, rarely used for its intended purposes, and we will be instead adding better, safer ways to play with your friends in the near future, so stay tuned. Okay. So the first thing they say is that it was rarely used for its intended purposes. Now, if we interpret the words like intended purposes to probably mean like communicating things like when people can't race and stuff like that with team captains, I've seen that being used a bit, but maybe not the most time. Usually people just put things like jokes. Like I'd say the biggest or like the most common thing that I saw in status was probably just jokes. And honestly, I can't complain too much about that. I think that if someone puts a joke in their status, that's chill, right? There's no problem with that. Make a couple people laugh. What's the big deal, right? But I think that NitroType, instead of simply removing the team status feature, kind of wants to like upgrade it a bit. They've said that it's not good enough and they want to make something new, and that brings us obviously to the second part of the answer. And we will instead be adding better, safer ways to play with your friends in the near future, so stay tuned. This might even foresee the removal of teams. I don't know, because teams, again, there's not much of a purpose now that the leaderboards are going to be removed for teams, but it's weird. Anyways, there should be, hopefully, a better way for communication between team members. I think that's one of the biggest issues of the lack of a way to communicate on NitroType. Obviously, the team status, it did an okay job, but it obviously wasn't the greatest. You know, the cooldown was kind of annoying. The very short character amount was also kind of annoying. So if you wanted to put like an actual message, you would have to use the MOTD or something like Discord. So maybe they'll be putting out some update where there's a different way to communicate to your team members, but I don't know. Anyways, that actually is gone. I don't know if they're going to put it back, but that's definitely gone for now. So kind of sad, but to be fair, team status update, again, as long as they replace it with something better, I think it's a good reason to remove it. But if they just take it out and don't put any communication back in, I think it's kind of dumb. So as long as they add something else, some other way for people to communicate, then that's good. But if they don't, then it's kind of a bad update. Now, the third thing we have to look at, I actually want to give credit to Ace Typer for, because I would not have known about this if it wasn't for him. And is that NitroType has actually added 2 new stickers to the default stickers. So we can obviously see that I have all of my stickers from like season 27 and 8 or whatever. However, if we go all the way back down to the bottom, if I unselect a couple, this and this, I guess, we can now see that we have Friend Me and Join My Team. So NitroType has added stickers that you can use in a race that say either Friend Me or Join My Team. And they're actually for everyone, so if you guys watching right now, if you head over to the loot page, you can obviously select these whenever you want. Everyone has been given these stickers. They're like part of the default sticker collection, right? And so there's 2 new stickers, Friend Me and Join My Team. Now these stickers, I would put under the list of like practical stickers. They're obviously designed to have a goal in mind, which is either to get someone to friend you or someone to join your team. What do I think about this? I think that it's obviously useful. Most practical things are supposed to be useful, but that's kind of the point. However, I think that there's definitely a situation in which I could see these being used. For instance, the Friend Me, if someone has, maybe if they have friend requests off, you can say Friend Me, and then maybe they'll send you a friend request. That could work. Same thing with Join My Team. If someone does not have a team and also has their team invites off, then you can't invite them to a team. However, if you use the Join My Team sticker in a race, then you could be able to have them like apply to your team or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of far-fetched, and also the possibility of seeing someone that you would specifically want to friend in your race or that you want on your team in your race is kind of like a low chance. But I think that there's definitely a situation in which I could use these. And if I head over to my friend's racetrack, you can see that when I use the two stickers, they look like this, join my team, and this, friend me. Very simplistic, minimal designs with like a white background and whatnot. I do have one issue about the join my team. It would be really cool if instead of having my team, it said the team's tag, so FLPR for Flipper, in the same color that the team's tag. For instance, my team, Flipper, has a purple tag and it's FLPR, so instead of having it say join my team, if it said join Flipper, that would be kind of cool. Again, there is an issue with this, and it's that NitroType image files don't really work like that, so they can't edit it like that. But if they were to rework in some other way in which you could do that, that would be kind of nice. However, I know that because they use image files instead of other things... Ooh, welcome to the race. I know that because they use image files instead of other things, they can't really do that. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I'd say it's a nice update. I can't really see myself using it too often, but I could see it being used quite a bit, I'd say. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the 3 individual updates that I discussed in this video, and also let me know if I missed anything. I think I hit all the things that have been happening recently. Of course, those being the removal of the stat box and the money amount from a profile, the removal of statuses from teams and why that happened, and the addition of the new Join My Team and Friend Me stickers that you can use on the racetrack. And also and also head over to the loot page to get those stickers whenever you want. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, everyone. Goodbye, and have, as always, a wonderful day. Peace.